Good morning. Our practice this morning begins with a reading uh, from Alan Watts, one of his books. It's called Still the Mind, an Introduction to Meditation. The practice of meditation. The only way you can talk about practice in the context of meditation is to use the word practice in the same way when one says they practice medicine. That is their way of life, their vocation, and they do it nearly every day. Perhaps they do it in the same way day after day. And that's fine for meditation too, because in meditation, there is no right way and there is no idea of time. In practicing and learning things, time is usually of the essence. We try to do it as fast as possible and even find a faster way of learning how to do things. In meditation, a faster way of learning is of no importance whatsoever because one focus is always on the present. And although growth may occur in the process, it is growth in the same way that a plant grows.
Okay, thanks, Paul. So now I will, again, I'll start the chant here. Give me just a second.
Increase proclaim the mantra which says Gate, Gate, Paragate, Parasamgate, Bodhisvaha, Gate, Gate, Paragate, Parasamgate, Bodhisvaha, Gate, Gate, Paragate, Parasamgate, Bodhisvaha.
Okay. Stop that. Stop the share, and now we'll just sit for 20 minutes in silence. Remember to sit up tall and either use your breathing techniques, count your breath, or use a mantra. And, we'll sit for 20 minutes. Okay. Welcome back. You should be able to unmute yourselves, I think. So let's start check-ins. Let's see. Sandra, do you want to check in?
Yes. I'm having a good morning. I've had it, I had a little trouble getting into the meditation, but I and was distracted of memories of the large gatherings. It wasn't just the large gatherings at General Assembly. It was that Ed would run into dozens of people there who knew him, and I was just kind of there. And it put me back into what I've said before, that in my most negative spin on being a minister's wife was that I'm married to someone who's already married, and I'm not supposed to mind.
Married to the church.
But I used a mantra for a while, and then just followed my breath. And it was very useful to me. I've had a good conversation with my son this morning, the one I'm mostly worried about, and it didn't, I think I said to you one time when I was so worried that he was going on and off his medication just willy-nilly, and that was dangerous. Well, I brought that up to him this morning, and he said, I don't do it willy-nilly. I do it, but anytime I'm doing it, I adjust it, either adjust it down or adjust it up. So that whole specific fear that I had was just in my mind, which is just a good reminder about the stories we tell ourselves. That there's just nothing to that particular story. So that was good, and he reported listening to Tara Brock a lot, whom I don't know if any of you know who used Tara Brock. Susan does.
Yes.
But she has a new book out, and he's been listening to her, and so there were many good things in his report. The woman, Mary Ann, who is one of our people, hasn't been here in a few days. Remember, she's the one whose son is having such a hard time.
Yeah.
Is it Mary Ann? Am I right?
I think it's just Ann, isn't it?
Ann.
Just Ann.
Ann Miller.
Ann Miller.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay, that's why I couldn't find her. Okay. Thank you so much for that. Boy. I
thought she was here
forget
yesterday.
things in a while.
but
I
maybe not.
just talked
Was
with
here a
her.
couple of days ago.
I was
Okay.
so upset the other day, and
Hope she's all right.
so thank you for reminding me of that. And I'm in.
Okay. Thanks, Sandra. Susan?
Monkey mind, terrible monkey mind. I started out okay doing my breathing technique, and then all of a sudden I realized how my day is going to be. I was going to go to the Y after I left here, but I signed up, oh my gosh, a month ago to volunteer at the Boulevard Place, and it's today I'm volunteering there this afternoon. She said, just show up. I said, okay. So I have no idea what I'll be doing, probably handing out food or whatever. So So there goes my going back to the why, because I won't have time. And that's like till 1 to 4. And then yesterday I helped Lainey pack their garage. It's a good thing they have a garage because it is full of stuff to pack, and then a whole wall of stuff to get rid of. And they've only been here 3 years, but it's amazing how much stuff they have. So sad, but anyway. So I did some meditation and a lot of monkey mind today, but it was good. Yesterday, oh yeah, I just helped Lainey pack yesterday afternoon. So that is kind of it. I guess I'll be doing a lot of that for the next couple of weeks. So thanks.
Okay. Thanks, Susan. Maria?
Yeah, I was really completely, entirely unfocused today. I woke up not feeling well, a bit under the weather now, and had made some plans with my mother yesterday that I had to cancel today because I think I need to listen to my body and just lay low. So yeah, and during the meditation, the PO was texting me and my family was texting me, so I had those distractions, and I think I just do a lot better with meditations that have some sort of guidance. I'm all over the place without a prompt or two, and the chanting just does not resonate with me at all. I wonder what they're saying. They're saying it too loud, like I get all kinds of judgy and everything. I think maybe I need to build up to the chanting. I don't know if it would help me to know and understand what's they're saying. I don't know, or not.
Well, that particular chant, there's been whole books written about that to explain it. So
Yeah. I like that you said it was a heart chant, but I was like, well, what does that mean? Tell me more. And were they saying weird things? I mean, my brain was making up things that they were saying. I don't
mostly
know.
about
You can find
impermanence
this
and
one on,
non-attachment.
yeah, I have it printed out and follow
Oh,
along with it. When David does the Heart Sutra in English, he's shared, I'll put the link in Slack.
yeah, that would be great, because I think
That would be good.
it might be a little more meaningful to me, and I could maybe focus on some of the words.
Because
Or
it's kind of magical.
Yeah.
is it? Okay. Okay. It could
It's
be
mostly
my
about impermanence and non-attachments to forms and feelings and perceptions, that sort of thing. Experience them, but not getting attached.
Right. And today I was doing the exact opposite. It could be because I've got, I don't know, this head cold or whatever is going on, but
Yeah, sounds like you got a head cold.
yeah.
Your voice.
It hit me hard yesterday. I was at some neighbors of ours went to Italy, and they bought a house in Italy.
Wow.
One of those ones that's in the middle of nowhere. It's ramshackle for like $1 and you fix it up. That's what they did.
Oh, man.
And
Oh my gosh.
What an adventure.
what an adventure. So anyway, the guy was telling me about it, and I got like this tickle in my throat, and I started coughing, and I couldn't clear it. And I'm coughing more, and I'm coughing. I'm like, you have to stop your story. He was so excited. He wanted to tell me. And I like can't breathe, because I'm like coughing. So thankfully my house was only, a couple houses down there. Ran home, gulped some water. And so I don't know if it was an allergy attack or a cold or what, but anyway, here I am today feeling bleh. So I'm going to listen to my body and lay in bed all day and drink tea. So thanks for hosting, David. And I'm in, and I'm going to take a nap after this.
Okay. Well, we hope you're feeling better soon.
Thanks.
Let's see. Beth?
I'm moving around. Yes, thank
Yes,
you.
Rick.
Dan had to go to an appointment, so it was mostly me. And we talked a bit, so I also got distracted. But before I joined you, I did look up Wikipedia on the Heart Sutra. So I knew it was going to be about my favorite riddle, which is emptiness. And talk to Dan about emptiness. And so it's hard for me. I really have this thing about I can understand something. I can understand, that there is something, but to call it nothing or emptiness, I don't know what that means. So I was trying to contemplate emptiness.
Back to
And,
your class, huh?
Well, my teacher always told me it was just another way of talking about impermanence, that everything changes and nothing stays the same. So everything's impermanent. If that helps, I don't know.
Well, yeah. Pete Seeger, he had a story with he called, his version of the most wisdom. These three wise men trying to figure out the most important words and sentence, and he wanted to have all the knowledge in the world. It was down to one sentence, and finally the answer was everything changes. So I can understand that. That's good. Thanks, David. And then they did it. Then he wanted it all the way. This king wanted it all the way down to one word, and the answer was maybe.
Okay. That's reassuring.
So anyway, today I'm things are really coming together for going down to Florida. Yesterday I said, okay, if you're gonna just be so difficult about this, or we're just gonna get it all fixed and ready to go. And so then I spent most of the day making sure everything was lining up, and we're getting there. So this is better. That's how to solve, get practical. And that's what I did. And I'm feeling better today about all of this. And everything changes day to day. And so I'm in.
Thanks, Beth. Let's see, Kate.
One, Sandra, when you said that about your husband being already married and you had to be okay with it, that really resonated with me and almost made me like burst into tears right then. Being partnered with somebody who has a passion is difficult. And like, because you love them and want to support them and want them to live their bliss. But man, it hurts when it's like, you're like, okay, it's another thing. That's all. I just, that really, really resonated with me and my tuba playing husband. Not a church, but man, he loves that horn.
The tuba.
Wow.
So I feel all over the place this morning, but I wanted to take a minute and be able to sit with you guys, with people that I knew that know me and aren't strangers. And so I'm really glad that I came today. And I love the Heart Sutra in English really a lot. So yeah, thank you.
Okay, enjoy the GA. Oh. Gary.
Hey, good morning, everybody. The Heart Sutra for me was a struggle. I thought I heard them chanting in English for part of it, at least. Maybe it was. Is that the case, David? Did they?
Oh yeah, it's English.
All right.
Most of it.
But I am not completely going wacko here, but I didn't particularly understand all the phrases. So it was like a puzzle or a mystery. Some relief when we switched to silence and I could switch to counting stars and then the in breath or up breath. And exhaling, I was counting fireflies, and it was pretty
Oh, I love-
nice. I had a good time with that. It's not too often that we get fireflies, but this is the time, and so glad we've got them. I'm doing fine. I don't have any particularly interesting thing to tell you, I guess. I have an assignment today from the expert of the household to empty the bird feeders, and she and I were having quite a go around about that because I didn't think it was a matter of crisis, but
It is.
the birds are apparently suffering from something that we all should be concerned about. I'm not. I'm just enjoying walking with the bird feeder. Particularly since I now recently bought a 20-pound bag of bird seed.
Me too. Right. Oh, gosh.
But management has gone off to the nature center, and I told her to come home with some expertise.
Gary, I read that too, but I didn't think it applied to Marion County.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
So somebody in this household is ahead of the curve. And the
I know
other person in
who.
this household is behind the curve.
Okay. Well, okay. Keep us posted.
I don't think it's worthy.
So why are we supposed to empty bird feeders?
I
Because
think it's salmonella, isn't it?
yeah,
It's about, it started out west.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, I
that's
didn't hear
good.
that.
And
They're just finding all these dead birds everywhere. Birds are just dying, and they think they've linked them to home feeders.
yeah.
I don't
Really?
know.
yes,
Wow, I got a bunch of them. I got
Yeah.
empty.
I think it's
Yeah,
two
I
of
just
them.
made- I'll
Stay
empty one.
tuned if you want more information.
Right.
Somebody at the Nature Center Holiday Park is the bird expert, so
Okay.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
totally
that's odd.
get better informed before I take action here.
All right.
Yeah. But we've learned from COVID not to blow these things off, right? What seems little and far away could get big and close fast. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I had a good afternoon
Yeah.
today. The three of the grandsons were over here, and they were trying to destroy the helium balloons from my birthday celebrations, and that was welcome because I don't particularly want these reminders around. I'm 80 and I just living with it and trying to do the best I can and not dwell on it. So, bye balloons.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you not.
yes, congratulations.
You've made it.
I can remember 5 years ago when I was 80.
Hey, that's good that you can remember, Sandra. That's a real plus.
Well, I couldn't remember Ann Miller.
Oh,
All
gosh.
fleeting, you know. Here today, gone tomorrow, but back again. What a dance. So I think I'm rambling here. I do have, is everybody talked? Is that
No, not yet.
okay?
Got two more.
All right. When you all finish, I have a question about tomorrow and the
Okay.
technology. So
Thanks.
Carry
Thanks,
on.
Gary. Paul?
Yeah. One of the things that helps me with these chants, and I kind of got it from Sunday morning, and that is to hum
Mhm.
with them sometimes. And then the humming gets me more into it and kind of resonates with my whole body. And so that's one of the ways that I enjoy those chants.
try that.
Yeah, and but the rest of it, I was just really into it. I had a little bit of thoughts come through, but I put them aside. And I thought about the breathing up and down, like Dan talks about so much. And with, I would imagine, waves coming in and going out and breathing with them. So that was good. But one of the things that kind of struck me as I listened to Sandra and Kate is during the 1980s, I was really caught up in the running boom. And my first wife, who sometimes I have a hard time finding anything positive about her, but I really recognized something that really was good in her. I was just completely obsessed with this running. And I would run at lunch. I'd run 5-6 miles at lunch. And then I was working for AT&T in a very nice place where I had a shower and everything. And then I'd come home at night and run another 10 miles. And on the weekend, I'd take it easy on Friday, and Sunday was my depletion day, and I was running up to 22 miles on a Sunday.
Wow.
So I was really, I started.
Married to your running.
Pardon?
Said you were married to running.
Yeah. And here I had 3 kids at home, and I went to a lot of soccer games and drove and all that. But my first wife, she was very, very supportive. And each race that she'd go with me to races and bring the whole family along. When we went to New York City for New York City marathons, it was a big family outing, but she was very supportive of that. And so this morning, I kind of came to the realization, I really appreciate what she did. So it was, thank you.
Mhm.
So
Can you tell her that, Paul? Are you able to tell her that?
I've told her that, yes, I really appreciate what she did, but it wasn't until this morning, and I kind of heard it from your perspectives, that it kind of I really internalized that. So
Cool.
thank you. I'm in.
Okay, thanks, Paul. Well, I'll just check in. Doing okay. A lot of little things going on that kept my mind moving, but I was in and out of monkey mind, and I come back to counting breaths, and that brought me back down and stilled me again. So that's good. Yeah, just lots of little things to deal with, but nothing big in themselves, but just a lot of little things that add up. So going to visit my friend Kay again on Saturday afternoon up North Manchester. So that's the plan. And I haven't heard that anything's changed. So and getting ready for the Vermont trip, trying to get all that organized with the changes, and dealing with just little things around the house and the car and the various things. So
How long will you be gone to Vermont?
oh, I'm not leaving until the end of July. So I'll be gone for about 8 days when I go.
Oh, well, that's.
So it'll be a while yet. Today is pickleball after this, and then yoga tonight, which I really am getting into the yoga there at the Y. I really like the teacher and the class. Really helps me. This afternoon, I might do some yard work. Maybe I'll get my yard mowed before the rains start tonight. So that's about it. So I'm in. All right. Gary, you had a question you wanted to ask.
Yeah, for my meditation session tomorrow, will it work all right if I just play it on a CD in the background?
Yeah, if you're unmuted, I think so.
Yeah, I thought that would be adequate. I mean, I can try sliding a CD into
The other way is
the
to,
computer upstairs, but I'd have less,
yeah,
I feel like I'd have less control of it. You know, I can
yeah,
turn off the CD player easily enough.
yeah,
All right.
yeah. Well, we'll try it, and yeah, that should work as long as you're unmuted and your
Yeah, I can
CD
give you
player
a,
is close to the computer mic.
I can give you a test of the sound level now if you
I
want.
think that's a good idea.
Okay,
Idea.
if you got it right there, go ahead.
Yeah, I had it on and then I turned it off.
I really appreciate you folks. I really do.
While he's doing that, Sandra,
Same
the
here,
book your
Paul.
son, oh, I'm muted. Oh, sorry. No, I'm not muted. Not.
No,
No, go ahead.
This is the book your son was talking about. There it is.
Trusting
I
the
bought
Lord.
it
Uh-huh.
because I liked her, and it's beautifully illustrated. Oh my gosh.
Yes, she said.
Divided up into different sections and then little pieces. And it's the kind of book I like to read. And I like her books anyway. So,
What's the subject
What's
matter?
the name?
well, it's divided into hard rock. It's called Trusting the Gold. And it's divided into 3 sections: truth, with a lot of little writings underneath, love, and freedom. And with all kinds of beautiful illustration in between. It's just, and then it came with a free audio programs that I can download on my computer.
There's
Brilliant.
something that looks maybe like a ornament.
Gary,
Yeah, let's
got,
Okay.
go ahead and play it.
Wrap a fleeting emotion. In our practice, we try to become
Yeah,
conscious
we
of
can
the
hear that.
feeling.
All right, fine.
That's fine.
That's great.
Should be easy then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so,
I won't be here. I have book group tomorrow, so I'll see you all.
okay.
Okay, thanks.
Well, Gary will finish off the week for us tomorrow. And it's been good. Anybody have any last word before we go?
Tell Helene to let us know about the bird sound.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure you will.
Yes, yes.
All right, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Bye, folks.
Bye.
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 Love to everybody.